You are a full-time worker at a busy retail store selling shoes and shoe care products. The store is open 09:00 Monday, Saturday, and 10:00 on Sundays. It is located within a large shopping centre. There are 4 other full-time workers, 2 part-time workers covering weekends, and a new store manager who joined the team 3 months ago. The previous store manager left the role 6 months ago. You have been employed at the store for 10 years. Temporary workers are usually employed by the store during busy seasonal sale periods on a short-term contract, ranging from a couple of days to a couple of weeks. On the second floor of the building, there is a stockroom with a high ceiling that is accessed by stairs from the back of the store. Within the stockroom, there is floor-to-ceiling shoe racking to optimize space. The racking is designed in a way that allows quick retrieval of stock, so customers are not left waiting for too long. The previous store manager did not like having customers being kept waiting, and workers still feel under pressure to get to customers quickly. Often, 2 or 3 customers are served at the same time during busy periods, so workers tend to fetch multiple boxes of shoes from the stockroom in one trip to save time and energy. Although the current store manager works on the shop floor, they spend most of their time at the cash register serving customers. To help improve serving time, the previous store manager implemented your suggestion of placing popular items on racking near the front of the stockroom. Shoes that have been tried on by customers and not bought are returned to the stockroom immediately and put back in their original place. In the stockroom, a small lockable stepladder and step stool are shared between yourself and other workers so that stock stored on higher shelves can be reached safely. Sundries such as shoe polish, laces, and shoe protector products are expected to be offered and sold once a customer decides to purchase a pair of shoes. The sales targets around this are set by the store manager, and a small commission is earned by the workers for any sundries sold. In a previous role, you completed a National General Certificate in Occupational Health and Safety. Because of this, the previous store manager involved you in some health and safety matters from time to time, such as risk assessments and an informal induction for new temporary and permanent workers. Most of the advice you give before new workers start comes from your own experience, such as showing them how to handle heavy stock, as there is nothing official written down. You also try to spend a day with new workers before leaving them on their own, but this is not always possible. You have noticed that the current store manager is not health and safety aware, and occasionally they have delegated health and safety responsibilities to you, like the previous store manager did.
You enjoy your job as it allows you to meet a variety of customers and stay active by going up and down the stairs to fetch different shoe sizes and styles. You often joke that this job is your gym workout, saving you money on a health club membership. While many of your colleagues choose to wear fashionable footwear to work, such as heels, open-toed shoes, and unlaced trainers, you have decided to wear flat shoes only. This is because you have experienced aching feet and calves, as well as a few near-miss trips down the stairs while carrying boxes. You have mentioned your decision to wear flat shoes to the current store manager, who has promised to check and update the risk assessment when they have the time. The stockroom has become a mess due to seasonal changes in stock and the recent employment of temporary workers. Stock has been misplaced or left on the floor, making it difficult to find. Over the years, you have witnessed many near misses in the stockroom, including shoeboxes falling from height, trips over improperly stored boxes, and the use of broken stepladders. You have some ideas on how to make the stockroom safer and better utilize the space, which you have shared with the store manager. When the store manager asks you where they can find information on near misses, you realize that you assumed the previous store manager would have dealt with them, as you were never asked to get involved. You are unsure if all workers know that near misses should be reported, as this information was not included in the induction. You suggest that near misses should be recorded, and that information should be written down to provide new workers with the necessary knowledge. A few days later, an accident occurs involving one of the workers. A customer with 2 children comes into the store and selects several shoes in different sizes for the children to try on. The worker serving the customer becomes flustered due to the crying children and the customer's hurry. In an attempt to assist the customer quickly, the worker rushes down the stairs with 4 boxes of shoes. Unfortunately, they trip halfway down the stairs, twisting their ankle and experiencing rapid swelling and tenderness.
You go to help the worker, picking up one of the worker's heeled shoes and the damaged boxes of shoes that fell down the stairs. Although untrained, both you and the current store manager treat the injured worker as best as you can. You help them into the staff room and sit them down. The current store manager goes to get a glass of water for the shaken worker, who is in pain from the injuries, while you go to look for a first aid box. You cannot find a first aid box, but find an empty accident book in the cupboard and a risk assessment dated 2 years ago on the store manager's desk. You ask the worker what happened, and you record this in the accident book. You think that the accident was due to the worker carrying too many boxes at one time down the stairs, and the fact that the worker was wearing heels. The current store manager has no idea how to deal with the accident, and asks you to find out what action needs to be taken. You tell the current store manager that you have filled in the accident book and think the accident should be reported and investigated further. A short while later, the injured worker is sent to a hospital. They also have some pain in their hand as they tried to grab the only handrail on the right of the stairs as they fell. The current store manager was later informed the worker sustained a fracture to their ankle and sprained their wrist. The worker's ankle is in a plaster cast and they have been advised to rest their ankle as much as possible for 6 weeks to allow it to heal fully. After this accident, the current store manager is keen to get health and safety right, as they are worried about the financial impact if more accidents occur. They also want to make sure there is not a repeat accident. You recommend that the current risk assessment should be revised, as part of an overall review of any existing policies and procedures. This includes updates if necessary. The current store manager asks for your help in revising the current risk assessment, with particular focus on slips, trips, and falls. Because of your previous involvement in risk assessments, you feel you are able to help, and that it would be useful to get some other workers involved.
Task 2. Management failures and control measures. Based on the scenario only, what management failures could have contributed to this accident? Task 3. Reporting the accident. Why must this recent accident be reported by the employer to the competent authority? Task 4. Role and responsibility of the manager. Comment on the effectiveness of the current store manager's role and responsibilities in relation to health and safety management. Task 5. Induction training. The current store manager has asked you to compile an induction pack to help ensure that information given to all new workers is consistent. Based on the scenario only, what information should you prioritize in this induction pack? Task 6. Morality and managing health and safety. Comment on the store's health and safety morals. Task 7. Determining organizational factors positively influencing behavior at work. Based on the scenario only, what organizational factors might have negatively influenced health and safety behavior at the store?